sharing. So we're heading to Newfoundland and Labrador first, and so that Candice doesn't fall asleep. Not that
Thank
this
you.
webinar would make you fall asleep, Candice.
No, I'm sure
Okay,
everyone will be riveted.
so welcome back to the Canada Specialist Program series. It's so lovely to have Candice back with us from Newfoundland and Labrador Tourism, talking about the seasons in Newfoundland and Labrador. Candice, over to you.
Thanks so much, Charlie. Thank you everyone for being here today, taking your time out of your busy schedule to learn a little bit more about my province, Newfoundland and Labrador, the most easterly province in Canada, and one of the most beautiful places in the world, although I might be a little biased. I'm going to talk you through all of our seasons. We're a very big, diverse province, so we cover over 400,000 square kilometers, and we have 29,000 kilometers of coastline, 5 different regions, and each region even has quite a different climate. Our peak season tends to be from May to early September. However, in the past few years, we've really made a push to extend our shoulder season into fall, as late as November, and even into winter. So, there's no bad time to visit. So why not explore some of our greater offerings, I guess. There's a misconception, or there has been a misconception, that things kind of close down here after the summer is over, but that's just simply not the case anymore. Each region, sorry, it's late, I may stumble, has completely different offerings. Everywhere is different. So I'm going to talk about all the wonderful things that we have to offer per season. So let's start with where we are, which is spring. Spring can sometimes be unpredictable in Newfoundland and Labrador. We have periods of sunshine and warmth interspersed with cool, damp weather and occasional bouts of snow, even into early May, especially in the eastern coastal areas. And while some parts of the province are kind of quiet, St. John's, which is featured here in this image, where I live, is never quiet, so it never sleeps. This is a image from Jelly Bean Row, which is one of my favorite parts of the city. The area of downtown St. John's is brightly colored everywhere you go. And there's an old wives' tale that says that the fishermen used to paint their houses these colors so that they could find their way home in the fog. Don't know how true that is, but it's a nice little piece of folklore for you. But the main draw for people coming to Newfoundland and Labrador in spring is our incredible iceberg season. So every year we have 10,000-year-old icebergs that make their way down through Iceberg Alley, which is the area known as the northeast coast of Newfoundland and Labrador. They come from Greenland and also the Canadian Arctic. May to early July is our peak season, but the further north you go, of course, the water temperatures are cooler, longer, so they sometimes even arrive up into August. They often get stuck in our shallow bays and coves, just like as you see in this image here, and then they get grounded. So they end up sticking around for weeks at a time. You can walk right out on the trails to see them from the coast. You can take boat tours. There's boat tours everywhere, even kayaking and paddleboarding, that sort of thing. One of the coolest tools that we have, if you have any visitors who are coming to Newfoundland and Labrador in the spring, is icebergfinder.com. So this is one of our own websites. It uses user-generated content, either from fellow travelers or our local iceberg ambassadors, who are located in different visitor information centers around the province, but also satellite data. So here's an example from a couple of days ago. Melissa Fredette in Bonavista found an iceberg off the coast, so a smaller bird. And I had word from a friend in Twillingate earlier today that said that there is a crazy amount of icebergs on the horizon. So it's going to be a good season for them. Just they haven't been plotted yet. Another really interesting natural phenomenon that you may experience while you're here is the pack ice. So this is an expanse of large pieces of floating ice that is typical of the polar seas. Most of this ice would have come from the Arctic. It gets pushed down on the Labrador Current, and it kind of sticks around the shore, and it's quite a beautiful sight. It's a completely unique experience. So this is from the iconic Fogo Island Inn. This is a luxury relay and chateau property on Fogo Island. This is the view from their incredible dining room. And yes, this property is open in the spring, kind of a really nice, cozy spring experience, I guess. Summer is our peak season. It runs from the end of May until about mid-September. Sorry, I hope my computer is doing something funny. Sorry, so summer is our peak season. It's a wonderful time to be here. The atmosphere is absolutely unrivaled. There's festivals everywhere. All the locals are out making the most of it. Everyone's camping, kayaking, stargazing, hiking, you name it, just making the most of this beautiful season. Even the hottest temperatures here tend to be high 20s, low 30s. So it's still really great for being outdoors and enjoying the coastal areas. It's never that hot. That being said, availability for accommodations and car rentals are quite limited during this time. So it's really important to book up to 6 months in advance if possible. This is really our prime whale watching season. Our humpback whales are our most famous repeat visitors, and we love our repeat visitors. The shores of Newfoundland and Labrador have the largest concentration of migrating humpback whales in the world. They migrate here from the Caribbean every year from April to October, up to 10,000 of them, and they put on quite a show. So they're very happy to be there, gorging on all of our sea life. Again, you can see them just like the icebergs from the hiking trails, kayaks, boat tours. And we also have a lot of other marine mammals filling our abundant coastline. So whether that's pilot head whales, sperm whales, minkies, dolphins, porpoises, you name it. And any day out on the water is sure to find you face to face with some incredible wildlife. Seabird viewing and bird watching in general is also really popular in Newfoundland and Labrador in the summer months. The Atlantic puffin here is a provincial bird. We love them so much. In places like the Witless Bay Ecological Reserve, which is just an hour outside of St. John's, you can view over 260,000 pairs of nesting Atlantic puffins. It's the largest puffin colony in North America and the second largest in the world. You can also visit a puffin colony in Bonavista that allows you just to walk straight out to where a lot of them come in close to shore. And they're here usually from May until September. So if you're lucky, you can kind of catch the icebergs, the whales, and the puffins all in one visit. We are known as the seabird capital of North America because we get over 35 million seabirds here every year, from gannets, black-legged kittiwakes, storm petrels. It's really a chaotic experience. Fall in Newfoundland and Labrador is another incredible season. September to the end of November is one of my very favorite times in this province. It's really ideal for hiking. You get the beautiful fall foliage. The weather is more consistently sunny, and things start to get a little quieter. So the average temperatures across the province during this time are between 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, but you still get beautiful 20 to 20 plus degrees right up until mid-October. I usually go swimming in freshwater lakes and ponds up until early October. So what makes fall so special? Obviously the fall foliage. Places like here in the Humber Valley is where you can come witness some really striking vistas, especially as the brilliant colors drape the diverse geography of the province, with bright reds on the west coast and the interior of the island, and more bright yellows on the east coast and Labrador, sorry. There's lots of really great routes to see the foliage. Like I said, Humber Valley, Grossmore National Park, Terra Nova National Park. There's really no shortage of opportunity. Fall is also home to many fall festivals, like this one, the famous Roots, Rants, and Roars Festival. It takes place every September. It's a foodie-focused festival. There's also a really cool event called the Cod Wars. So chefs come together to create really fun culinary dishes, and you as a participant get to vote on your favorite dish, and someone is crowned the king of cod. It's very entertaining. We have lots of other harvest festivals as well, music, art festivals, hiking festivals. We even have an accordion festival. So fall is a really great time to get a more immersive experience, maybe get to know some locals. And as I said, it's excellent for hiking. We have over 300 hiking trails and walking trails around the province. Anywhere you go, you'll find a really well laid out trail. And you can access these trails right up until the first snowfall usually. Cooler temperatures kind of make the experience more enjoyable anyway, as does the fall foliage. Plus, you get the same beautiful coastal views as you would during the summer and spring months. I'm afraid I'm going to get kicked off any moment, so I'm going to go through these really quickly. Sorry. Road tripping is also a really nice time. Fall is a really nice time for road tripping as well. The communities kind of slow down a bit more, but everything is still open. For example, this is Trinity on the Bonavista Peninsula, which is one of my very favorite places to go. It's only 3 hours outside of the city, but a very much slower pace of life. All the museums, boat tours, hiking trails, everything are still completely accessible. Great dining options right up until the end of October, early November. So it's a nice time to kind of slow down, take it in, enjoy a more local experience, I think. Finally, winter fun. We have some really, really great winter options here as well that don't get talked about as often because the icebergs, whales, and puffins kind of steal the show. But we do get up to 16 feet of snow every year with some really great, exhilarating ski slopes, groomed backcountry trails, everything you need to have a really good winter experience. Even some other more offbeat things like zip lining, snowshoeing, dog sledding. The western side of the province and Labrador especially do get a lot of snow. Marble Mountain is Atlantic Canada's premier snow resort, ski resort, sorry. It has a 1,700-foot vertical drop and gets an average snowfall of 16 feet a year. It's the largest ski hill east of Quebec. And all across the province from St. John's right up to Labrador City, there's unlimited options and groomed trails for cross-country skiing and snowshoeing as well. And finally, for anyone who really wants a more unique backcountry adventure, snowmobiling is huge in Newfoundland and Labrador. It offers riders coastal journeys with beautiful ocean vistas, exciting treks through untouched forest, over ancient mountains, glacier-carved fjords. We have over 5,000 kilometers of trails. So that's an incredible amount of backcountry to explore. The best way to do it is with one of our local amazing tour operators who can help you experience the best places and do so safely. So thank you for that. If you have any questions, if I get kicked out of this webinar, please, Charlie will have all of my contact and information for you anyway, and I'm happy to answer all of your questions. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed Martin's webinar as well.